Alright, welcome to the first video for Chapter 14, where we are going to be focusing on personal selling and customer service. And as you're looking at this slide here, the four key areas down below, we're going to be talking about how important personal selling truly is, the different tasks associated with personal selling, different strategy decisions, and also the process that you go through in regards to personal selling. When you are looking at serving a particular target market, remember your target market is a specific group of people that you are gearing your products and your marketing mix in general towards. One of the key elements of the promotion side of things is personal selling, because the salespeople are the ones who are the communicators who build the relationships with the customers. Personal selling is important to all companies. It's very, very important and critical. Salespeople have to be able to meet the customer's needs and wants, as well as the expectations and the requirements of the company. Helping customers make good buying decisions is good selling, not just trying to push the most expensive product or the one that has the highest markup value, but helping them make good decisions is good selling for the salesperson and for the company as well. And meeting the customer's needs and their wants, you build these relationships that tend to last longer and get the repeat buyers with your customers. Salespeople also represent the whole company, but they also represent the customer. So how the salesperson behaves is all a lot of the customers will ever know about the company. They're the face of the company. They're the ones who interact with the customer for the company, and it's very, very important. The sales force also aids in the market information function, because the salespeople are the ones who are providing the feedback to the company regarding what the customers want, what they don't want, what they like, what they feel, what they think, and they're the ones who give that information back to the company as well. Now, there are going to be three major things on this slide, but we're going to be talking more about order getters and order takers on the next couple slides. But what you need to know is that it is important for marketers to understand the basic sales tasks that are performed, and that's order getting, order taking, and supporting. I'm telling you right now that you're definitely going to make sure that you need to know the difference between order getting and order taking. Order getters and order takers obtain orders on behalf of their company. Supporting salespeople are not directly interested in orders. Their purpose is to simply help the order-oriented salespeople. Their job is to support and to help those salespeople. All right. Order getters are concerned with establishing business relationships with new customers. Right? They're trying to build some sort of a relationship, level of trust with these new customers. Okay, so order getters are people. Order getting is a process. Order getting is when you are trying to find new buyers or potential buyers. Right? And what you do is you tend to use a planned out, organized presentation, a sales pitch in essence, designed to sell your product, whether that product is a good, whether it is a service, or whether it is an idea. Order getters have to be experts in almost every aspect of their product. You have to know it inside and out. You really do. A friend of mine who sold pharmaceuticals for a large company was tested and had to prove his competence in the area and that he knew each and every product, because his customers were doctors, and the doctors knew risks that were associated with pharmaceuticals, and if you mix and match the wrong medicines, it could be fatal and deadly for their customers. So what my friend needed to know was what were the good, the bad, and the ugly about his product, and what could it be used in conjunction with, and what did it have to definitely stay away from. What could they not use it with? So he had to know everything, because if he messed up, it could mean somebody's life. All right, producers, order getters have to find new opportunities within the market. They have to continually be looking for new opportunities, new prospects, new accounts, new channels of distribution, whatever it happens to be, they're constantly on the lookout. Wholesale order getters have to work closely with the producers and the retailers, because they're between those two. All right. They are the ones who have to work with the producers, because the producers will sell the products to them, and then they also have to work with the retailers, because then they are taking the products that they're buying in bulk, separating them into smaller categories and smaller quantities, and selling them off to the retailers. And then the retail order getters are the ones who influence customer or consumer behavior, and they are the ones who also help to move the products from, a lot of times, from that market introduction stage where people are just learning about the product into the market growth stage of the product life cycle, which we had talked about previously. Order takers, again, are people. Order taking is the process. Order takers are the ones who sell the products to regular customers. They are the ones who complete the sales transactions. They are the ones who, they don't build the relationships, but they are the ones who keep the relationships going with these customers. Order taking is simply the completion of sales transactions that are made on a regular basis. Order takers need to be trained. They need to be competent. The order taking activities can make the difference between keeping a customer and losing a customer. So it's really important you have the right people in this position. The producers, order takers, are the ones who are responsible to train, explain, and then also collaborate. They work on improving the whole relationship with the customer, and even if the routine reorders, okay, those simple, quick reorders that happen quite often are done by computers, there's still a person who has to perform a lot of the basic tasks, such as the adjustments that have to be made to the orders, dealing with customers who might be upset, have complaints or arguments, keeping the customers informed of any new products, updates, developments that tend to happen as well. The wholesalers, order takers, are the ones that are involved. They're involved with the process, not so much in getting the orders, but keeping the customers, okay? Wholesale order takers may have to deal with thousands upon thousands upon thousands of items. They have a lot to handle on their plate. And as a result, they often keep in contact with customers on a regular basis. They have to fulfill any needs or wants that pop up. Right? They're not necessarily selling any particular item. They're just trying to maintain. Retail order takers are the ones who, in all honesty, are behind the scenes because they're not really good at interacting with people face to face. These are the people who they don't want necessarily on the sales floor directly interacting with the customer. They should still be knowledgeable. They should still be courteous, but they're kind of like a behind the scenes person more than being the face, like the order getters tend to be. Now there are going to be a couple key positions on this slide that I want you to be aware of. This is talking about supporting salespeople. And supporting salespeople are the ones who help the order getters, the order takers, but they don't try to actually get orders themselves. Their activities include things that are aimed at enhancing the relationship with the customer, getting more sales for the long term rather than just a short term thing. They want to build those relationships and enhance the relationships. Missionary salespeople are supporting salespeople, again, who work for the producers by calling on the intermediaries and the customers. So they call on the wholesalers, the retailers, and even some of the customers as well. They are they're there to try to create goodwill. They could provide training, perform any activities that are needed by the company. A lot of times this position tends to be used as a training ground for new salespeople to see how well they do. The technical specialists are the ones who provide the technical experience, the technical knowledge to help support the order getters and order takers. They are experts in their field who know the product, they know the product applications inside and out. And they're more concerned with providing technical details rather than trying to persuade the customers to place an order. They're just giving them the ins and outs of how things work. Customer service reps are the ones who work directly with the customers to try to resolve any problems that tend to arise. This is usually the situation after a purchase is made. The customer goes home and uses the product doesn't work properly, they can't figure it out, something doesn't seem right. They call the company and they talk to customer service representatives, and they are the ones who are responsible for helping them with their problem, their dilemma. This brings us to checking your knowledge. Julie Jones works for an investment firm. She calls on potential clients, introduces them to her firm, develops goodwill, and tries to set up contacts between customers and her firm's account managers. Julie does not manage any accounts herself, but is using her current position as a training opportunity in hopes of moving up to an account manager position. Julie's current position is that of either order taker, order getter, missionary salesperson, sales manager, or systems seller. And the best answer in this situation would be C, missionary salesperson. And this is the end of video number 1.